What is happening, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Foodies and Friends on Fox Local and Fox 26. Y'all, we have a special place to share with you today. If you haven't been here, I guarantee they haven't seen a concept similar to this, because this is the only place in Houston that has a kitchen, does craft cocktails, and has a brewery in the back, y'all. We're at Gristworkz downtown near the north side. This is the man in charge, the genius, Dave Sorrell. Welcome. Congratulations on all of your success.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
This place is really awesome. I hear about this place all the time from friends. And of course, they are participating for the very first time in EatDrinkHTX. And y'all, wait until you see this menu. They're doing a $15 all-day menu, so you can come here in the morning if you want, afternoon and nighttime. But wait until you see the food on this menu. This is not a $15 menu.
We're being very generous. It's we're trying to get our name out there, and it's a great cause. So we're doing great. We're doing sandwiches with either tots or fries, and any of our house-made beers as well. So
yes.
I bet we're the only ones have alcohol in the deal. So
well, so alcohol is definitely a good part of the deal. We're going to talk to Chef Bobby here in a little bit about some of the dishes, but I want to talk and highlight a little bit about the beer and you guys, because you're relatively new, been here a few years. Yep. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into hospitality.
Kind of start with the business side here first. We've been open a little over 2 years. October was our 2-year anniversary. And so what you got there, that is our Corn Star Mexican lager. So that one's actually good we're distributing that one to bars and restaurants right now. So real light Pilsner, touch of corn to it.
Smooth.
And fun little double entendre with the name being a Corn Star. So it's our light, easy drinker for sure.
Go with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we sought to do was create a concept that no one else is doing here in Houston, where we're not just a brewery. We have a full kitchen. We have a full cocktail bar. We're doing craft cocktails, doing it right, name brand spirits, fresh juices, and we've got wine, and we even dabble in some of the THC non-alcoholic mocktails. We actually just hosted a mocktail competition with Eighth Wonder Bayou City Hemp this past week, really well attended. So
shout out,
a lot of fun.
Shout out. We love shout outs on Foodies and Friends. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot going on here because you guys have a lot of weekly specials. We're going to throw those in at the end of the show. We're going to show you because they're too good to ignore and pass up, because wait until you see the dishes. But there's a lot going on here. There's pop-ups that you guys have often. There's events. Yep. You guys just are really connecting with the community in an awesome way.
Yeah, absolutely. And my whole idea, again, bringing all these different concepts together, it's really like having 3 separate businesses together with, again, the food, the drink, and the brewery. And what I say is there's no veto vote. You know, you got your wife or girlfriend, somebody that doesn't drink beer. Well, hey, I can make you a martini, I make you a daiquiri, a glass of wine, whatever.
Listen to this guy. He's got the answers, because that does happen, right? Because you have your own tastes, but you've got kind of a one-stop shop.
Yeah, and personally, so my background, I've been in hospitality here in Houston for about a little over 10 years. Some of the big places like Hey Merchant. I worked a lot with Chris Shepard and all of his concepts. I was at Hey Merchant way back in the day before they had the liquor license, and the number of times people would walk in, have a group of 8 people, all we have is beer. Oh, we're out the door because so-and-so doesn't want beer. So that was one of my mantras.
You learned from that.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was one of my mantras starting this place, is that, we've got vegetarian options. We've got,
you have a falafel burger, you guys.
Yeah. So just like I said, just trying to be the neighborhood bar for everybody, and just something for everybody there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know a whole lot of bars that are having falafel burgers, especially not ones that look like this. All right, let's go to the foodie cam. We're going to do one dish with you, and then we're going to bring Chef Bobby into the mix, because this is a chef that y'all are going to want to get to know after you see these dishes. All right, Dave, you know what this dish is right here. What is this?
This one's our hearty burger. So this one has actually been on our menu pretty much since we opened. So it's got some jalapenos. Of course, you can modify anything, but it's got some jalapenos on there, house-made pickles, sautéed onions, and a quarter-pound burger patty. We use Breadman Baking Company for our
Oh,
breads.
I was just about to ask you because that looks like Breadman.
Yep,
Shout out to Breadman.
Yep, big fluffy buns, and we're doing so with the meal deal. You can either get fries or tater tots.
Yes. So let's tell everybody. So EatDrinkHTX, you will get your one course choice of a sandwich here at Gristworkz, and then you'll have another choice of either fries or tater tots, and then another choice of their beers. So you're actually getting 3 courses.
Yep.
$15, y'all, and you're literally feeding people as you do that. So, you know, as an operator and a businessman in the hospitality, it has to make you feel good, kind of like you're doing like a buy one get one. You're feeding people in your restaurant, but then you're feeding somebody who is food insecure in Houston.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and we did we just dropped off a whole bunch of stuff for Houston Food Bank. Was it last week? Did a drive through the end of the year, and we filled up like 3-4 of those big white boxes.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so I've got another box there. We'll have a little table set up over here for during the event as well.
That's so awesome. Yeah, restaurants that do that, it's really cool. And you know, if you're ever interested in volunteering, y'all, Houston Food Bank is always in need of volunteers and non-perishable items. So make sure you guys check out their website for any volunteer opportunities because they can certainly use your help. They are at an all-time demand for high, believe it or not. So we are so excited to be supporting them via EatDrinkHTX, and of course the event benefits kids meals as well. Y'all know menus go live on February 1st. It's where you get your first look at all of the menu items. All right, I say it's time to talk to Chef Bobby.
Yep,
Bring Chef Bobby in here because this is not the only. I want to show you guys a little bit. This is a hefty sandwich, and this is one of the choices that you will get here at Gristzworkz. Oh, there is Chef Bobby. You guys want to swap? Welcome to the show. They're going to swap here. Have a seat.
Kept it warm for you.
Oh, save me a beer.
Welcome to the beer as well, Chef Bobby.
Cheers.
Chef Bobby. Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to EatDrinkHTX,
Yeah,
my
thank
friend.
you. Thank you for having us.
I was taking a look at some of the artistry going on in your kitchen, and I have to say I'm very impressed with what I see.
Yeah, they designed the kitchen pretty well to where you can see kind of like a fish in a tank. So,
But I'm talking about your food.
oh, the food,
Your
for sure.
food is the artistry. The kitchen's okay,
yeah, it's okay.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the food, you know, that's just part of our what we do here. We're trying to pay attention to every single little detail. Even though it's just a burger, we try not to think of it as just a burger. We try to elevate just the simplest things.
Yeah.
And if you can execute the simplest things, then we can go above and beyond later.
There you go.
But I think we're trying to just bring in the normal people that are used to just, you know, a beer and a burger or a beer and a pizza.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's approachable.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is not just
Yeah.
your average beer and a burger. All right, back to the foodie cam because the food is the star of the show on Foodies and Friends. All right, Chef, you're up. What are we looking at?
Yeah. So this is the Firefly. It is a chicken sandwich with our sweet spicy garlic sauce, a little bit of a Asian cucumber mix and spicy mayo. It's so delicious. It's not too spicy, but it's spicy enough. It's French fries, and of course you got our beers in the background there.
Yeah.
Breadman does all our bread. We've been using those for about 4 years.
Yeah.
About 4 years. Shout out to Tassos. So
Yeah.
also a good guy.
Love Breadman.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they are very characteristically fluffy.
Yeah.
Like fluffy buns.
Yeah, I mean, I dabbled with other bread companies. I actually tried to do my own.
Yep.
Realized,
try it.
Yeah, it was a little hard. We got through a lot.
I've heard of chefs literally like this is one of the worst things. Like they can't get the rise or the consistency.
Yeah, you can't beat Breadman's deal. So you know, I'm a little bit more expensive. So
all right.
when I do it myself.
Wait a minute. This thing is massive.
Oh yeah, so it's like about 8 ounces of chicken breast there.
This is
Yeah.
this is huge.
So every single bite's got the Asian cucumber pickles in there.
All right, I'm just going to
It's
open
super
it up a
good.
little
Open it.
bit. I want to show everybody. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you from Houston?
Yeah, I'm from
How
Houston,
long?
actually from the neighborhood 77009 area.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, so like my
Yes.
parents are from here, my grandparents from here. So being back in the neighborhood is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Went to University of Houston, Art Institute of Houston, went to culinary school there.
Aw.
Then I was in engineering for a while, got out,
Yeah.
went to the brewing industry, and ended up kind of here. So
Which the engineering background, I'm sure helps
Oh, yeah.
in the kitchen. And, you know, I know a lot of chefs that have had an
Yes.
engineering background, and they're like, you wouldn't believe how much science comes into play in that kitchen.
Yeah, a lot of science and a lot of passion,
Yeah.
mostly artistry. So,
Yeah.
but I was in automation, so automation to brewing and kitchen kind of goes hand in hand.
It definitely
Yeah,
goes hand in
yeah.
hand. Oh my God, y'all got a genius in
Yeah.
the kitchen. Oh
Come
my
on,
goodness.
come on.
All right, back to the foodie cam we go. We're having too much fun here at Gristworkz downtown. Oh yes, this is
We'll eat
fantastic.
that later.
There's your tater tots.
Yeah.
Show me your tots, chef.
So these tater tots are probably the best tater tots in the whole wide world. Just gonna say. It's also paired up with their falafel. Our falafel is more for the vegan approach. Then we have some tzatziki at the bottom, tomato and lettuce. It's very, very delicious, very easy to eat. It's got a lot of seasoning in there, so it's packed with flavor.
Well, and I like bringing the tater tots back.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't see enough tater tots
Yeah.
in Houston. Why is that?
Well, they do say, haters gonna hate and taters gonna tate.
Oh, I have not heard of that before.
Yeah, so we brought the taters back.
Thank you. No, I like bringing the taters back. And you said falafel.
Falafel, yeah. So
Falafel.
chickpeas mostly. It's pretty simple recipe. Chickpeas, a lot of parsley, garlic, normal stuff, onions,
Yep.
something that you would probably see in a typical falafel.
Yeah,
So
and
it's very tasty.
we were talking to Dave a little earlier, and he mentioned making these dishes and your menus accessible because you really are doing something that no one else is doing here in Houston, and that's really tough.
Yeah, we try to go for as much as scratch as we can in the kitchen.
Mhm.
We have a limited staff right now, but what we have in the kitchen
Mhm.
right now, as in staff, they pack a punch. They
Mhm.
really know what they're doing. We do like F1 events. We'll have 100 to 150 people
Oh my goodness.
right at 11. So boom, 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 we're
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
And we try to do our best. Sometimes it gets, we get our butts handed to. But you know what? We live and learn and we proceed. But
Listen, sometimes you got to get your butt handed to
Yeah.
you, and then guess what? You learn from it, and maybe you adjust a process,
Yeah.
and you come out better.
oh, for sure.
On the end, I know for a fact that restaurants, especially, and I don't know if this is your first time doing Houston Restaurant Weeks
Yes.
or Eat Drink HTX.
Well,
but
here I have.
Okay,
I was with other restaurants, but this is the first year.
first time. Okay, so
Yeah.
you've done Houston Restaurant Weeks before.
Yes, correct. Yep.
So what I've started to understand and learn over the last few years is that event specifically helps improve the restaurant overall.
Yeah, you
because
get kind of like the first staters, and it seems like a good deal. And people that hey, we haven't been to this place, let's go to that place. That sounds awesome.
Exactly.
And then they keep coming back,
exactly.
and then they see like what else is on the menu. So they not only order what's on the menu,
Yep.
but also order on our menu as well.
This guy gets it,
Yeah.
y'all. All right, let's go back to the foodie cam. I am so impressed with these dishes. I saw Chef making them. They are not your average burger and fries. Let's
Yeah.
go take a look at another one of the dishes. And this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I literally had this dish about a year ago, and it was so good.
Mhm.
I purchased one for my husband for to go,
Yes.
and he loved it. He said it was one of the best sandwiches he'd ever had. So tell us what it is.
This is a bonme. It's not your typical bonme, but like since we have a big influence in the Vietnamese culture here in Houston, I wanted to have like an homage to the banh mi. Most banh mi's have pickled vegetables. They do typical things, but I'm not Vietnamese, so I'm not going to even try to attempt. So if you walk in here and you have it and you see me, oh, I get it. So what we do is bread is also from Breadman. It's a demi baguette. And then we have our pork that is cooked and then smoked. So put a little smoke to it. Give it a little like kind of a Texas flair to it. Pate is made in house, chicken liver pate. And then you have your typical carrots, cucumber, and cilantro jalapeno mix. We do make our own sambal here in the restaurant. It does really well during happy hour. Thursdays, $5.
Ooh.
$5, yeah.
$5 happy hour.
$5. You get that sandwich for $5. Normal it's
Wow.
$7, but we're doing a good deal.
And so this is, I just want to make a point because this is a point that I really, thank you. I kind of harp on it, but it's so true. This is what is so great about Houston because you can walk into a bar
Yeah.
and have a idea of
Mhm.
what you're going to get. And a lot of times people have this idea that they can get a bar menu.
Correct.
The
correct.
bar menu.
Yeah, the bar menu. Wings
And-
and pizza, but nothing wrong with pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I love that about Houston is that you can walk into and it looks like a bar. It's, you got breweries, you got
Sounds like
lights.
a bar.
Sounds like a bar, people drinking. But then you get something like,
Yeah. There you go.
this doesn't happen everywhere. And it's this quality and this
Yep.
elevation. It's a pretty competitive city, though, too, wouldn't you say?
I've gotten a lot of compliments on the Bonme, so I'm pretty happy with it. Some people compare me to other places, and they said, you're number 2. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to say who it is. You know who it is. You know who it is. So, yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
you know, I think it's one of the things that makes Houston so special.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, you can go across the street to one restaurant and then come back to another, right across the street to another type of restaurant.
Now, how much do you know about y'all's beer?
Right now, I know everything.
Oh, okay. Let's go. So you
Yeah.
have dark beer and light beer.
You have dark beer. I believe from the looks of it,
Yes.
it looks like girl dinner and nitro coffee porter.
Yeah.
Yep. Really good.
Oh, really good.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Now, tell me how this works. Is 100% of the beer in here made here? Or,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 100% of the beer is made here. We do have a 10-barrel system. Our brewer, Tony, has been there for a few, been here
Shout
for a while.
out to Brewer Tony.
Yeah, he came out from Urban South, so
Is
he knows
he a
what he's doing.
brewmaster or
I would
is he
say
a
he's
brewer?
I would say he's a brewmaster.
Brewmaster.
He knows what he's doing.
My great grandfather
Yeah.
was a brewmaster. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a 10-barrel system. We make everything in house. We also distro some beer out in Houston.
Mhm.
A few accounts, actually quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, you know, we do have it on tap. So come in, get it fresh, tank fresh.
Yeah.
Really good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, we are here at Gristworkz. They have come out with their first ever EatDrinkHTX menu. We are so excited because it is a very valuable menu. You know, people are looking for a deal these days,
Yeah.
Chef.
Yeah.
You know, they want more. They
Yeah.
want the experience to be good, and they don't want to pay as much.
I think we have the advantage because we're not only a restaurant, we're also a brewery
Mhm.
and a bar.
Yes.
So that helps us get the price that we can with the food. So
Yeah.
that brings value to the place.
Absolutely.
You know, we do like to support local. We did have a fundraiser this past Sunday, pizza event. We had Coastline Pizza down the street.
Shout out to Coastline Pizza.
Coastline, and then we had Beetlejuice.
Shout out to
and
Beetlejuice.
Tony Goldtooth was there
Shout
too.
out
And
to
all those
Tony.
good guys, and we had such good times there. Hopefully we can do that again on a different type of event, not just like something tragic, but we had a good time. Pizza and people brings the community together. So we try to support as much as we can local. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, let's go back to the foodie cam. Take a look at one of the options that are being offered on the EatDrinkHTX menu. Oh boy, I heard y'all knew how to make a good pizza. What are we looking at?
Yeah, so this pizza is called the Champ. It's pepperoni with Italian sausages made in house. So this is a pepperoni that cups. People love the cupping pepperoni.
You said cupping pepperoni.
So as it bakes, you can see that picture. It kind of bakes and it comes up and holds the oil.
Curls up. Oh,
like a little
almost
cup.
like a little bowl,
Yeah.
kind of. So
Yeah.
it's a cupping oil. Oh, cupping pepperoni.
It's a more sought off pepperoni. And then when it comes out, we top it off with goat cheese, hot honey, arugula, truffle oil, and parm.
You got all the right things. That's the right name for that.
It's pretty good.
The hot honey,
It's pretty good.
the arugula, the goat cheese.
So originally we had it pizza of the month last year. It did so well. Our top seller is pepperoni, of course, just like any other place.
Mhm.
That one topped it, so we had to put it on the menu.
Yeah,
Had to
totally.
put it on the menu.
Are y'all changing your menu up very often, or are you kind of sticking with
Seasonal.
a special menu for now? Seasonal.
Seasonal.
Yeah.
So we'll try to do every quarter as much as we can.
Hot. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Which again, I just want to notate the difference. You know, it's not as easy for a bar to be seasonal. There's a lot. I mean, for a restaurant in general to be seasonal because you have a lot of swapping out, of changing. You got to change the menu. You got to price it out. You have to figure, okay, where can I get these items, and am I going to be able to get enough of them at the price? And that process is a lengthy and dense process.
Yeah, definitely with trends too. Follow the trends. You know,
Follow the trends.
All the trends.
Absolutely.
But pizza and beer is one word. So got to have pizza here.
Yeah.
So we do all our pizza dough from scratch.
And this is on your EatDrinkHTX menu.
No, this is not.
This is not.
No,
Oh, okay. This is not
But
on
you
the
can't come in. But we do have on Tuesdays.
Yes.
$22.22.
Yes.
Pizza and 2 beers. So
Got
still pretty
it.
good deal. Still pretty good deal.
Now let's switch over and go over your hours and any kind of special events. I know you guys have a good happy hour.
Yeah. So Monday we have Our hours are 4 to 10, as you can see on the screen right there. We did Monday Night Raw here, and we did some partnering up with Milam and Green. So we had like $9 cocktails. Tuesday, like I said, pizza. Wednesday, steak night. So you get a 12-ounce steak with mashed potatoes.
There's the
There
steak.
it is right there.
They made one. Now, guys, this is not on the EatDrinkHTX menu,
No.
and neither is the pizza, but they were too pretty.
Yeah.
I saw them being made in the kitchen, and I just couldn't stay away. And so I wanted to show you because that's a big steak.
Yeah. 12 ounces. Yeah.
And how much is your steak special?
$22.
$22. You guys, if I
Yeah.
could pick that steak up, I would show you. I mean, it's literally
Yeah.
it's this big.
And we have sides you can add to it. Brussels sprouts. If you want dessert, we usually do a dessert of the day. Usually we'll do brownies.
Oh, tell me more about your desserts of the day.
So we have a brownie. So it's super moist, super fudgy, really good.
Super fudgy.
I've been dabbling with this strawberry shortcake.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes.
It's a good thing
So,
to dabble in.
I'm only one guy, so I can do so much. So we try to change it up. Bread pudding here and there. There you go. They get mashed potatoes and gravy. So that comes standard.
This is beautiful.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, everyone is looking for a good steak night, I feel like, these days.
I agree.
You know?
I think we did hit like top 15 in the city. Not sure if we were like number 1 or number 14. Definitely not 15.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Where do you go? Do you ever get any nights off or anything?
I do. I think recently just went with my wife. Our anniversary was last week. We went to Cultivari. Had to have pizza. So, yeah, not steak, but had pizza. So
classic. We love it truly is one of, I think, the most fun places to go
Oh,
to.
yeah.
I remember when it opened, and I remember my mother bringing me there, meeting Chef Ryan, and it was a whole thing. And I remember she was so excited about that restaurant because it was kind of a new thing at the time.
I was kind of upset when I had the pizza. It was so good. Like, man, how they do this.
All right, let's bring Dave back in here. Come on in. Oh, no, stay here. You can stay right here. Yeah. Come on in here. So I want to hear some of the fun things about working here. What are some fun things that happen on a day to day? Like chef's in the kitchen and he's coming up with some desserts. Does he ever make anything you don't like?
Oh no, his food's great. I mean, we've known him for probably about 6-7 years or so through your pizza pop-ups.
Yeah,
so we were well acquainted before all this. I mean, it's never a boring day around here. I mean, I'm sure he told you he's got a background in brewing as well,
engineering.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a natural fit. I mean, we're all a little nerdy. We're all a little weird around here in our own respects, and in all in the best ways, of course. So
y'all met at a pop-up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
I
It was
love that.
probably at either Holler or
I think it was
Axelrad or something like that. I forget.
One of the breweries.
Yeah, it was
one of the breweries.
beer related. So
Yeah. I mean, once you're in the scene, you know everybody pretty much.
Yeah.
So seeing them around and talking about beer, talking about food, kind of made sense.
Yeah.
So when they approached me for the job, I was like, yeah, let's talk about it.
And that's what I was going to say. It seems like it's the perfect fit because it's really tough to do what you're doing, but you guys are doing it really well.
We try to do our best, put our best foot forward. It's not just us two; it's our team behind us that help us out. We can't do it alone, and I think developing a good culture, not only in the kitchen but out here in the front of the house, kind of reflects with the guests too.
Absolutely. And now you're also helping the community. And, I talked to Dave about this earlier, but you and your staff, you have to know that you're feeding people here in your restaurant, but you're also feeding people who are food insecure here in Houston.
For sure.
By participating in EatDrinkHTX, which supports the Houston Food Bank and Kids Meals. So thank you both so much.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For the kids. And in case you might need a little bit of help. All right, you guys, there's a giant pizza right there. There's a giant steak right here, and there's a whole lot of beer and a whole lot of fun. So guess what? I'm out of here, y'all.
Yeah.
We got some food. We got some food to eat. Make sure y'all check out the EatDrinkHTX menu for Gristworkz when it goes live on February 1st, EatDrinkHTX.com. And remember to stay tuned to Fox 26 and Fox Local for all of the live coverage of EatDrinkHTX participants from now until February 28th. Dining out and doing good, supporting the Houston Food Bank and Kids Meals. We'll see you guys later for another episode. See ya. Cheers. There you go. Cheers. There you go.
Left me empty-handed.
Yes.